Friends, I'm going to give you some tips for when you get a reading from a medium, from a psychic medium, from a clairvoyant, from a sensitive, from whoever, an empath, whoever. First and foremost is you've got to have an open mind. You've got to be able to have that ability to have an open mind, to be able to, accept what's being told to you. Whether it's making sense or not, have an open mind that it may not make sense to you today, tomorrow, next week, but in time it may come to you. If we're telling you we're getting the image of, I don't know, a giraffe, the person that we're getting on spirit that's coming through is showing a giraffe. Your spiritual family, your guides, angels, etc., are showing us a giraffe. Well, that doesn't make any sense. And then it dawns on you later on that the person that you asked to get a reading from in spirit, they gave you a stuffed giraffe and you just happen to forget, but you get mad at the reader, the person giving you the reading, because they're telling you something that they're getting, but you can't interpret it at that time. So have that open mind. You may start seeing giraffes all over the place. Well, you look up the spiritual meaning of the giraffe, and your spiritual family was showing you that the meaning of that is fitting in your life. It may mean something you need to work on in your life. Next thing to do is you've got to take notes. Take notes. When you get a reading, take notes. You got to be able to go back. Something might not make any sense today, like I said. It may make sense tomorrow or the next day or a week from now, a month from now. But take notes. Take notes. If they send you a reading and it's like when I do them, if it's on an audio recording, if they send you a video, or if they email it to you, sit in a quiet room where you're not distracted and take notes as you're listening, reading, watching, whatever the reading. You have to realize that they're not all knowing. That's another tip. We're not all knowing. We're not higher power. We're not God. We are just as fallible as you are, as anyone is. We're human. We're not some like freak because we can do this, because you can do it as well. It's just that we're more in tune to the spiritual world than you are, but you can do this as well. Everybody has abilities. Some people are more in tune than others, and they can get in tune with practice. But you have to understand that we're not all knowing. And if they tell you they're all knowing and that they're right every time and all that, then as I've said in other videos, you better get a refund or end the reading right there, or find another person to get a reading from. Because if they're not willing to admit that they're wrong sometimes, then or they claim that they're so successful and all this stuff, well, you better look at the reviews. If they've got reviews, look at it. If you know somebody who's got a reading from that person, ask them, how was the reading? What made you like the reading? What did they do? Were they accurate? Did they get a lot of things right? Did they get, how were they? Not every person you get a reading from you're going to mesh with. It's not going to happen. If you're getting a reading from somebody and it feels wonky, then don't get another reading from them. I have had people, and still do, that get a reading from me once, and I don't hear from them again. And then I have loyal people that I get that ask for a reading or pay for a reading, and they come back. Another thing is if you're out and about and somebody is running up to you in the grocery store or the Wally World or wherever, and they're running around you and other people, and they're, I've got a message for you, I've just got to tell you. be a little leery of that as well. I can say that there has been a handful of times that I've been out in public and felt, in just this like overwhelming need to say something to someone, but I don't. It's called self-control. There have been times that I have met people or that have said, "Hey, I would like to get a reading from you," or they've told people I know, "Hey, I would like to get a reading from this person," and that person has told me, and I start picking up on information. Much like when I do a paranormal investigation, knowing that we're going on to a case and I don't know anything about it, but I start getting things, and I do a reading on it before I even go, because I just have to. That it and then I bring it with me, and I walk the house and I tell people what I get, and they're like, wow, whatever, and then I pull out the reading that I did beforehand of going. And I've drawn people's houses that I've never been in before, that I have never seen online, never knew their last name, even never couldn't even remember their first name really, to know what their house looked like. So you know we don't know everything. But if you got somebody coming up to you in the stores and doing that, that's a little that's an inability for them to have control, and that you need to become leery of that. You know, as always, if somebody approaches you on social media and they're like, "I feel drawn to tell you this message," or "You got a curse on you," or "Oh, I feel like you've got this, or you've got an ailment going on, and I can cure you with this and this, and I can break this curse or this hex. Oh, you've got these evil spirits on you. You've got all this and that." And no, no. If they're reaching out to you, then you run for the hills, block, delete, because that's unethical. It is. I don't go and approach people. I don't do that. I never have. I never have. I can say that I have never told someone that they had a curse on them and they could pay me and I would break the curse. I've never done that. Not even on an investigation. If I felt somebody had some kind of like generational curse or whatever, I would say, "You've got generational curse and you need to be the curse breaker. You need to do it. You need to be the one to break that." "Oh, well, I can sell you this piece of jewelry, or I can come and do this and that." No, 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 no. No. And I'm gonna say this as far as like paranormal groups. If they charge you, keep looking. Too many groups out there are ethical and will not charge you. They won't charge you to come and investigate your home. They won't charge you if you've got problems of a spiritual nature in your home. They won't charge you to get rid of it. They're going to do everything in their power to help you to deal with it, to help you to get rid of it, to get rid of it. If you got somebody coming in there and they're saying, "Oh, I'll if you pay me, I'll bless your house. I'll walk around and smudge your house. I'll do this. I'll cleanse your house." Look around. Because to me, I can't do that. I can't. If I go in your house and I don't sense anything, I'm going to tell you. I'm not getting anything. But if you would like, I have the stuff with me. Then I can walk around and do a cleansing in here, no problem. "Oh, well, how much?" No, 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 no charge, no charge. I'll do this for you. Too many people will do this kind of work for nothing for you, especially in the case of a paranormal situation. Just look around. Do the research. There's some wonderful groups out there. So, the group I'm in South Louisiana, GASPS, Ghosts and Paranormal Society, we do it for free. We don't charge people. I can understand, gas money and stuff, but we don't even charge for that.